Hello everyone, this is just a dad. Today I'm going to do a review on this Dreame L40 Ultra Robot Vacuum Cleaner. We're going to see how well it mops up these muddy paw prints, but first we're going to talk about its features and the docking station. So here we have the docking station. The docking station is going to do several things. We've got a clean water tank. We got a dirty water tank. You can see it's been cleaning my floors pretty good. So it's going to wash the mop pads, and it's also going to auto empty. So here we have a dustbin. So the vacuum cleaner is going to go around and vacuum your house. Everything's going to go into this dustbin, and when it backs up to the space station, everything gets sucked out of it into this bag. Once in a while, you will have to change that bag. We do have a solution tank. So you're going to put your concentrated Dreame solution in here, and the docking station is going to mix the solution with the clean water to wash the mop pads and also fill the robot up with water, because it will spray water down on the mop pads as it's mopping. Okay, down here, this is what it's going to put hot water to wash the mop pads. And then it also, there's where it auto empties, there's where it refills the robot with water, and there's where it charges it. And at the end of the job, it's going to blow hot air onto the mop pads to dry them so that they will not cause an odor. And then as the mop pads turn, there's these little sweeper arms that turn, you can see right here, that help clean the base station as it's cleaning the mop pads. So here we have the robot. It has LiDAR navigation, which does a really good job of mapping your house. And in the Dreame app, you can separate it into different rooms, put no-go zones. Has the bumper technology. It does have a video camera on the front. You can turn that on and have it go around your house and videotape, or you can speak to it, have like a video call through it. And there's other sensors. The side brush does extend out in a corner, and it also can lift it up. So if it senses, the front camera, if it senses that this is like mud or a wet liquid, it will raise this up so that this will not drag in it. There's a side sensor here around back. This is where it charges the robot. There's where it fills the robot up. There is an internal water tank, and here's where it auto empties. If you take a look once in a while, here's the dustbin. So as it vacuums your house, it's going to go around and put everything in here. There is a filter in there once in a while. You will have to clean that filter. Now here's the bottom of the robot. It does have these spinning mop pads. Now the theory behind these spinning mop pads are, they'll be wet. It has to capture this dirt. It has to capture it and put it in this dirt, in this mop pad, and then it's going to come back to the base station. The base station is going to wash the dirt out of the mop pad, and then it's going to go back and start cleaning again. There's the single brush roller for cleaning. There's the side brush. It has a carpet sensor, fall off sensor, drive wheels. Now this mop pad, it can extend. You can see there's
mop pads removed.
It can extend it. When it senses that it's up against the wall, it'll move this and clean right next to the wall, which we're going to verify that. And these are just, once in a while, you'd have to replace these, and they're just held on with Velcro. And there's where it sprays the water down to keep the mop pad wet.
Mop pad.
Now this base station has a really neat feature that when it washes the mop pads, and then it's going to suck the dirty water up into the dirty water tank. And as it's being sucked up, there's a sensor inside. If that water that's being sucked up is too dirty or dirtier than normal, it's going to tell the robot, hey, wherever you just came from is really dirty, go remop it. And so we're going to be watching for it's called a remopping event. And if it should sense that all of this dirt that it picked up in that mop pad and washed off is too much, and it will come back and remop this area. Now, when it cleans this room, you'll notice that it does kind of smear the dirt a little bit. It's trying to capture as much as it can, but during the remopping event, it should come back and get everything that it smeared. We've also got some hair on the carpet, and then over there in the corner, we're going to check the corner cleaning up capabilities. It's able to lift this also, the brush roller. So if it senses that there's liquid in front of it, it will lift this brush roller and turn the vacuum off so it doesn't vacuum up a liquid. And same with this brush roller, it'll lift it up. And it can do the same when it's on carpet. So when it senses that it's on carpet, it's going to lift these mop pads up so that they're not dragging on the carpet. So here we have the Dreame app. Again, it maps your house. It can sense where the carpet is. You can clean the whole house. You can do a zone. I'm going to do a room. We're going to do just the kitchen. Okay, let's see how the Dreame L40 cleans up these big muddy paw prints.
Room cleaning.
Now the first thing it's going to do, it's going to wash the mop pads. That's going to
cleaning mop pads.
That's going to do two things. It's going to get the mop pads wet so that it can start mopping right away, but it also gets them clean and ready to go. And what you'll hear is a couple pumps kicking on. Again, it's taking the clean water, mixing it in with the solution tank and cleaning the mop pads, and then it's sucking the dirty water up into the dirty water tank. This usually takes about 2 minutes. We've got some wet, muddy paw prints. We got some dried mud. We got a bunch of dirt and hair in the carpet, and then we're also got a bunch of dirt in the corner here. We're gonna see its corner cleaning capability. Now the robot does have 11,000 pascals of suction. Okay, so it's ready to start cleaning. Okay, it's mopping and vacuuming at the same time. And it's gonna extend that side brush, that mop pad. All right, let's check its optical avoidance with that cable. Looks like it's doing a good job. All right, now we're gonna check the auto mop lifting. It's gonna sense that carpet. And then it also knows where that carpet is, and it's gonna avoid it and clean it next. All right, we're gonna check the cleaning capability. Wow. It extended that side brush. So it's gonna come back and clean that carpet. All right, we're gonna see the side brush extend again. There it is. Does a good job. Okay, so it's a mopping event only. It sensed that there was some mud there and lifted the side brush. It's gonna come back and get that carpet after it mops this floor first. Mops and vacuums. Again, it's lifting the side brush and mopping only. There again, lifted that side brush and puts it back down. Here's the app. It took a picture of that cable. Again, lifting, it's doing a mopping only event right there. You can hear the vacuum kick off and then kicks back on automatically. All right, it lifted the mop brush, or the side brush, to prevent it from getting in that mud. Then it's going to put it back down. There again, it lifted the side brush, and we have a mopping event only. And again, it's going to capture that mud into the mop pads, take it back to the base station, wash that mud out. And we're hoping for a re-mopping event. When it cleans those mop pads, that sensor, there it is, it lifted the side brush so it doesn't get muddy. It slows the machine down so it's mopping a little bit better. Then it goes right back into mopping and vacuuming. It's doing a pretty good job on those dried muddy paw prints also. Now I do love the app. You can see right where it's at. Earlier, there's that obstacle, that cord, and it does take a picture of it. I also love that it has an excluding area. So say it's cleaning your entire house and you want it to leave the room you're in, just tell it to exclude. It'll go on to the next room. Say somebody makes a big mess in another room while it's cleaning your house, you can add an extra cleaning area. Okay, now it's going to the carpet, I think, maybe. Yeah, mop pads are lifted and it's going to vacuum that carpet. Doing a pretty good job of vacuuming. It does increase suction power because it knows it's on carpet. So that's why it's a little bit noisier. Okay, so it says the task is completed, but we're hoping for a remopping event. Those brush rollers are really dirty from picking up that mud. Again, it's going to wash the mop pads with hot water.
Charging. Start auto empty.
Here's the auto empty. There's that vacuum cleaner kicking on, emptying out the dustbin. And now it's going to wash the mop pads.
Start cleaning mop pads.
And here we're hoping again for a remopping event. When it's, if your floor wasn't very dirty, the task would just end and it would dry the mop pads with a fan that blows hot air on it. It's not really loud, but a little noticeable. But again, we're hoping that it's going to undock and remop this floor automatically because of that built-in sensor. Now this remopping feature is off by default in the app. You got to go in the app and turn that on. It's called remopping. Under floor settings, it's called auto recleaning. And the dock also has a feature that it'll rewash that mop twice if it senses that the mop pads are too dirty. So it'll do two things. It'll tell the robot, go remop an area that you just came from, and it will rewash the mop pads.
Please empty the used water tank timely.
Okay.
Start cleaning.
Now we got a second cleaning that it's doing on its own. The remopping event is happening. It will be going back and cleaning this area. They call it the second cleaning. So this was the robot figuring this all out on its own. You do have to be in that clean genius mode for this to work. Now it is vacuuming and mopping. It's going to go around and do the entire perimeter of your house, the room again, and then go back and do the center of the room. Well, we can see we do have a little bit of mud left that it needs to come back and get. And again, you've got to be in this clean genius mode. You can do a manual where you can manually tell it how much water to put down, how much suction, but the clean genius is kind of figuring things out for you. Cleans the corner again. It's really trying to get everything in that corner. I think it did a pretty good job. Right. Yep, it's doing a good job of mopping the muddy paw print. So it must have remembered there was a muddy mess there. Nope, it lowered the brush this time. All right, it's gonna mop the rest of those muddy paw prints. Left a little bit, but we'll check. Now it got all of the wet muddy paw prints. It did leave a little bit of the dry. Okay, so it is going to vacuum that carpet also. So it does lift the side brush when it's on carpet. Now it might have went around this area because I was standing here. Robots with that LiDAR navigation, they don't like you to stand around them. They'll sense that and they'll try to avoid it. did leave a little bit of the long hairs and a little bit along the edge.
Charge. Auto empty.
About 74.
The used water tank timely.
Okay.
Start dehydrating mop pad.
Now it's drying the mop pad. Again, you can hear it, but it's not super loud. The task is all done. I think it did a relatively good job. There's a little bit of the dry left and a little bit of the on the carpet up to the edge. And again, here's the dirty water tank. We can tell it's been doing a really good job. Okay, let's dump it out. Wow. It is important to clean these out. See how that dirt's still on the bottom? But man, it did a good job. Okay, so who's ready for the carpet torture test? We got some fake poop, cable, some obstacles. We're gonna see how it does over here. Now, I love all the features. Again, that dry one, some robots do a little bit better job with that. And again, I was really surprised by the edge cleaning. I thought that side brush was gonna work, but maybe there's a setting I'm missing where it doesn't work, but that was amazing. And I can't verify when it's in this corner and it turns that side brush extends. I hear the motor kick up. I'm wondering if they're using their motor vacuum air to blow some things around. I can't verify what's going on there, but it seemed like there was something going on there. Now this retails for $1,500. I got it for $1,250. They do put these on sale. So $1,250 is a good price, but we're gonna give it a score here after this torture test. Oh, I forgot. Sometimes I forget things. It can remove the mop pads.
Mop pads removed.
That is a pretty cool feature. Because I told it to go vacuum that area only. I forget Dreames do that. I'm so used to Roborock's and other ones. As far as I know, they're the only ones besides Shark that can remove their mop pads. Yeah, it's not turning that side brush on carpet. Again, these robots have so many settings. I'll have to look in the settings. I might have turned that off. I'm not necessarily sure. Vacuuming on carpet. 69. There's quiet. Let's go to max. So I think it was on max. About 70. When you do a zone, you got so many options. Again, I could do vacuum and mop and mop after vacuum, but I typically leave them on the Clean Genius. But you can customize each room to do certain things. It's pretty remarkable what you can do. And my best piece of advice, put these on a schedule. Even if it's the first schedule you do is just clean the entire house twice a week. It may take a while to get the house clean, but after a while, it's going to maintain that cleanliness. Now, do these replace a stand upright vacuum cleaner? Not necessarily. But putting them on a schedule. Now, you can, once you get to learn the schedule, you can kind of fine tune that schedule of, oh, just mop the kitchen on certain days. And it's super quiet when it mops, it doesn't vacuum. And you could have it vacuum certain rooms on certain days that you know you're not going to be in. So start the schedule by doing the entire house. I recommend the Clean Genius. You get that remopping capability. Looks like it is recognizing that cord. The picture taking capability is off by default. You got to agree to the user agreement, and then it will turn the picture taking capability on. And again, it has a really good video camera on the front that you can say you're in another state and you want to go check on a room. Hey, where's the dog at? You can use that as like a robot to go find your dog. And you can speak to it through it too. So you can send it anywhere that the robot can go in your house. It seems to handle thresholds pretty good. I haven't had any problems with it. That's a pretty big threshold there. So we've already got some pictures going on. Obstacle there. It noticed that obstacle right away. It noticed the cord. Yeah, Dreame typically does have pretty good obstacle avoidance. Yep, there's the cord. Now, none of them are perfect. And the hardest one to detect is low dog poop to the ground because it's not really tall, and cables. think it's going to recognize that though. It does have a light on it, so it can vacuum in the dark. I think it's recognizing that. Oh yeah, that's impressive if it does. That's super impressive. Oh yeah, it did. It even called it pet feces. There I am. Yes. Now see, it's getting pretty close to that. Even though it recognized it earlier, you know, you'd like for it to stay a little farther away from it, but. Okay, we got 2 of the 4 done. We're waiting on the cable. This one, they typically do a little bit better job because it's taller. Yeah, it gets a little too close for my comfort. Because man, once they start getting into it, it seems like then they just go nuts. But it did stay away. It went really close to that dog poop. Now let's talk about its vacuuming. I did have a pretty big mess on this floor. It's doing a good job of vacuuming. Now that might be considered a good thing because like Roborock's, when they sense something, they stay really far away. This one actually is trying to clean around it. I mean, I actually don't mind that all that much, just as long as it doesn't touch it. So it actually gets closer to the obstacle than this is probably this one, the Dreame gets as close to the obstacle as possible, I've seen. Yeah, it's actually doing a pretty good job of vacuuming. All right, the cable. That's probably the hardest one to detect. Now typically, I'm not so worried about cables because all it does is it usually just jams up the brush roller and it just stops it. And then you come home and it's not on the dock and you go find it and that cable's kind of wrapped up in the brush roller. It usually doesn't do too much of damage. Now there, it did sense it a little bit late. So I'm okay with that. That's actually pretty good. That's one of the hardest ones to sense. So it's kind of remembering, okay, it said, yeah, ooh, man. Okay, it recognized it, but boy, does it get close. It's going around the cable. I mean, kudos for it, trying to just, it wants to get the room as clean as possible, even though there are obstacles, which is kind of what you want. Yeah, we got another pet feces symbol. Yeah, let's go over here. There's the, oh, it did recognize that smaller cable. Okay, so we did get a cable recognition event. There it is, a little late, but that's okay. Another pet feces. No, that was shoes, that was me. Let's go back, there it is. Yeah, it's avoiding it, but it's like, I'm gonna clean as close as I can to it. But we did get another pet feces. There it is, a little off, but yeah, a little blurry. That has to go down. This is up against with Narwhal. Narwhal has excellent, the Frio Z has excellent obstacle recognition. But the Dreame cleaning pattern seems to be a little bit more organized. I'm on the fence about Narwhal right now. It's upstairs cleaning my house, and I'm actually pretty impressed with it. I'm gonna do another video just on the Narwhal Frio Z. After cleaning my house, I think it's going to get a pretty high score, but it uses so much water. But it's using so much water because it's sensing that the floors are still dirty, so it's interesting. And I think the future is robots that connect to your water lines. That's stay tuned to the end of this video. You'll see a sneak peek of my new robot vacuum cleaner studio coming 2025. I've got some drain lines. The studio had some old sinks that I took out, and we're going to be hooking up robots to water and drain lines. I think that's the future. I think they've got this pretty well figured out. Cleaning, you know, there's going to be advancements there, but the advancements are hooking it up to a water line and a drain line, because they've got it to where they can sense dirt, but they're just going to use too much water. Like the narwhal right now is using so much water because of how much dirt it can sense when it's mopping. Yeah, let's take a look. I hate when there is stuff on there. I wish it all went in there. But anyway, it is doing a good job of vacuuming. Yep, this thing's really shining with vacuuming and obstacle avoidance. Mopping, 9 out of 10. It's actually a pretty good mop. Now, are there better mopping ones? I think there are. But man, I mean, just being so critical, I think, anymore. The mopping, you know, everyday mopping, you're not going to notice a difference. You're gonna think, you know, everyday mopping where you don't have big muddy paw prints and all of that. I mean, it's going to do a great job.
Dock to charge.
Okay, it's all done. I think it just did a really good job. It avoided the obstacles. I could have put this on 2 passes. It would have went the other direction. Cleaned it even more. Yeah, that's a 9 out of 10 for obstacle avoidance. Even though it kind of hit that cable a little bit, it stayed away from it. Haven't had any problems with it docking. Nothing with the pads reattaching or anything. Really haven't had any problems with it.
Start auto empty.
Yeah, the app is loaded with features. It does a good job. I've got a whole video just on the app. It's in the unboxing and setup. It's like an hour long, but I go through all the settings on it. They get kind of cumbersome, but there are a lot of settings on it. All right, I like to verify the auto empty. You know, you'd be surprised. I'm okay with that a little bit. Yeah, it did auto empty everything. You'd like to see it not leave anything in that little trap door. So in the cleaning history report, you got to pick, I like that you can verify the obstacles. Some, like Roborock, when it's in the history, it shows you the obstacle, but you can't see the picture. Let's go to the map. It shows you the grime. This is why we had they don't call it remopping. That's Roborock, so they're not going to use their term. Area with grime, it's dark, so that's why it went back and it doesn't really know exactly where it was, but it does know, hey, when I washed the mop pads from this area, it was really dirty. Cleaned, uncleaned, so pretty nice. Okay, so there was the first clean, the cleaning for second time. And look at the map. Now it's not grime anymore, so it must have sensed the water that the water was clean. Now I don't know how many cleanings it will do. Man, Narwhal will do like 5. So I think Roborocks and Dreames kind of just do 1 remopping event, but I can't verify that. Now again, I did buy this with my own money. I did get it on sale for $1,250. So we're gonna do the scoring. Would I spend $1,200? I actually would. It's actually a really good robot. Okay, mopping muddy, I did deduct a point. Yeah, I probably can't, you know, there are better ones, but the price point is good. It got 5s everywhere, but vacuuming carpet is a little loud, but not super loud. I'm being pretty nitpicky. The dust and hair on the carpet, I would have liked to seen it get the edge a little bit better. I probably could have deducted, maybe gave that a 3, but overall, this thing's gonna be an A+. I mean, 97, there's just so much that is good about it. So this is gonna be pretty much a Just a Dad. It's gonna get the Just a Dad sticker seal of approval. Look for my website coming soon. I'm gonna have all my products kind of organized. I'm gonna be doing products of the year. Lots of fun things coming in the future. I want to be your go-to for the honest reviews. Again, my reviews typically tend to be pretty long, but I want to show you as much as I can. in my, there's just so much with these expensive robots. And if you're going to spend $1,250, I think you're going to take the time to watch a robot to see how it actually works in real life. So that's kind of like my videos are like a real time or real life video review. These are big purchases. They come in big boxes, so returning them is kind of a pain. You just want to make sure and get the right one. That way I'll be doing, I got all kinds of comparisons, and I will be doing my pick of the year for all price points. I know these are expensive. There are some that are actually pretty good. Now, is a $300 robot going to compete with this 12? It's absolutely not going to compete with it, because it's all about the advanced features. They're putting just more technology with it. It's going to cost, the technology is what's costing. So the least expensive ones, there's such a range. Everybody thinks a Roomba, oh, I'm going to get a Roomba. You want to stay away from Roomba. They're not the leaders anymore. They're so far behind. Take this Eufy C20, for example. It's brand new. It's around $500, $400. It's actually a really good robot. It's not as advanced as these, but for that price point, it's actually really good. I've got videos on the Shark Never Touch. You can see it already got the Just a Dad sticker seal approval. I just started that a couple weeks ago. I was doing it with coffee makers for a while, and I don't know why I got away from it, but I shouldn't have. Pretty much all of these you're seeing would get a Just a Dad sticker seal of approval. Roborock Q Revo Pro, Dreame L10S Heat, Roborock S8 Max V, Roborock Q Revo Master, Eufy C20, Shark Never Touch Pro, Eufy S1 Pro. Now, be sure and stick around. The next video is going to be, I'll be comparing this to the X40. So this L40 kind of snuck up on me. I wasn't prepared to get it because I only have so much in my budget that I can get, but there was a lot of requests for it, so I pushed some things to the side and ended up getting this one. And I will be comparing it to the Curve. Now, this thing's pretty cool. You can see it already got the sticker. Here's the Slim. These are just kind of out of the way for the pictures right now, but these are pretty amazing robots. So lots of videos on these and comparisons. Things are just changing so quickly. I mean, I don't know any other form of technology other than iPhones and stuff that's advancing so quickly in the household. Coffee makers aren't advancing this quickly. Stand-up vacuum cleaners aren't advancing like this. Maybe I'm missing something. I mean, like video surveillance and all of that is, like the Ring doorbells and all of that, and the speakers and all of that. But as far as cleaning things, nothing, in my opinion, and again, let me know in the comments what you think, but I don't think anything's advancing as much and as quickly as these robot vacuum cleaners. And I'm all in. I'm super excited about the future. I love doing these videos. I love getting in and figuring it all out. And then hopefully I'm presenting it in a way that is, this is your first robot. That's why I kind of explain things. I know a lot of this stuff already, but I want to explain each time that mop pad captures the mud, takes it back. That took me probably a year to figure out what's going on, because I'm like, oh, it's just mopping the floor. I really didn't stop and think, what is actually happening? I was just like, oh, it's cleaning the floor. Like, what actually is happening? So that took me like a year to figure out that it's capturing the mud, taking it back to the base station, cleaning out the mud, and then going back and remopping. Now, the Eufy S1, where you got some new technology coming out, it's got a dirty water tank. It's actually not doing that. So it's a good mopping, but it can't get next to the edges. So there's going to be such advancements with that technology, where it's got a brush roller that turns with a dirty water tank. But these are hard to beat right now, because they've got that auto dirt sensing in the dock. Not all of them do, but the more advanced ones do. So thanks for joining me today on this journey. I hope you had fun. Be sure and stay tuned to this ending like commercial that I have. It shows you my new robot vacuum cleaner studio coming soon. So I'm super excited about that. Website coming soon. Don't know any details on it. Just an idea right now. And ideas are easy. It's following through and making it happen is the hard part. So got to devote some time, energy to that. So again, really do appreciate everybody's support. I'll keep you updated on everything that's going on. And again, if you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. So again, I really want to thank everybody for your support. I do use affiliate links either from Walmart, Amazon, or Shark Ninja. If you click on the links in my videos, the products won't cost you anymore, but I get a small commission from that sale. It is a way of helping support my channel. I love what I do. I love buying these products with my own money and giving you my honest opinion. Now, once in a while, I may have a product sent to me for free. I will disclose that. I will let you know when a company sends that product to me for free, but 98% of the time, it's going to be buying it with my own money, giving you my completely honest review. And so if there is also another way of helping support my channel, justadadcoffee.com. When I first started out, I reviewed so many coffee makers that I thought I would brand my own flavor of coffee, and I did. It's Just a Dad Simple Sip Coffee. It's kind of like a medium to dark roast. It's brewed in the K-cup form, ground coffee, or whole bean. I think it tastes really good. I brew mine hot or ice. This is what I drink, and I think it tastes really good, so I really would appreciate everybody's support with that. And this plaque I got right here, 100,000 subscribers, would not be possible without the viewers and everybody liking and subscribing. So I really do appreciate this. This was an amazing day that happened about a year ago. I'm quickly approaching 170,000. So thank you, everybody. This is all because of you. I hope I'm helping you. And that's the whole reason behind my videos, is helping people. So there's a couple ways to communicate with me. I do have my own Just a Dad Videos group page where you can join. I do free giveaways there. Now, typically sometimes it may not be very big products. Those can be super expensive to ship, but we try to give away as much as we can on this. And I kind of post behind the scenes of how things are going and maybe what future videos are. But if you've got questions, this is a really good avenue to reach me. I do try to look at it about 2 or 3 times a week. I also have an Instagram page. Now, that's my son, Shelton Automotive Group. He has his own auto dealership, but you can check out my Instagram. I do kind of behind the scenes. There's a lot of Miss Fiona and different things. So we have a lot of fun over on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok, and I'm starting to do more condensed videos on TikTok. They can't be super long, and TikTok has its own TikTok shop. I'm just getting my feet wet in that. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, Just a Dad Videos. Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. So I got some exciting news. I bought this old chiropractor building in my hometown, and we're going to be building a robot vacuum cleaner studio. Let's just take a quick peek here where it's under construction. I think it's going to take another month or so. But man, I'm super excited. We put a wall in here, and this is where all of the robots are going to be. There's going to be a studio here. I'll have some soundproof ceiling in, some lights. But this is going to be super exciting. I can't wait. This is going to give me so much more room to deal with all of the robot vacuum cleaners. Over here, we're going to put a sink. We're going to put a sink so I can empty everything out. And I got a little bit more patching to do. Back here is going to be some storage rooms. So we'll have some storage back here that we can do. But man, am I excited. This is awesome. So I want to thank everybody. None of this would be possible without you. I'll keep you up to date. So this area right here, this was an old sink. So this is where I'm going to be putting, I don't know what I'm going to put here. It'll be a sink of some sort, but I want it to be open so that I can connect to that plumbing. That's a drain line and a water line. I want to put those, I'm going to get the Dreame X40 Ultra, the one that it fills itself and empties itself out. I think Roborock has one too. So I think that's the future. That's why I'm excited about the studio. It has plumbing in some areas that I can connect to and show you exactly how to do that in the future. And there's also a place. There was a little sink right here also. So I got water lines. I put a plug in so that we can plug our robot in, and there can be a little cubby hole for it. So wow. And I need help with what type of flooring to install. I'm going to put some carpet in here. I'm also going to put some hardwood floor. I think I'm going to put like a light gray, and then I need probably a darker color so that we can see how it cleans different things. I probably won't put marble or anything. I probably should, but it's just super expensive. So anyway, if you got any ideas on flooring, let me know, because this is going to be a studio that we can do testing in, and it's going to be everyday testing. So if there's some kind of flooring that's the most popular or a color that you like, I'll put about 3 or 4 different flooring materials in here. That way you'll get to see it on various ones. So super excited about this. It's kind of a small building, but man, this is going to be awesome. We got a little kitchen we're going to do right here. We're going to put a sink right here. There was a water fountain right here. So we're going to put another robot here. This will clean the entire place. So very, very excited. This is going to be a big room. This was an x-ray room right here. We took out an x-ray machine. It was super heavy. Had to do some repair work. This was the developer room. So this was an old chiropractor office. He had developer tanks. It was a dark room where he developed the x-rays. So it was really We had to do lots and lots of cleaning out. This was kind of the waiting room. There's a window here. We're going to keep this. This was the receptionist area and all that. So yeah, looking forward to this. So thanks everybody. This is coming soon. 2025 for sure. And Miss Fiona loves to play in the leaves. You love being outside, don't you?